In this video, I'm going to explain to you why your models are breaking, why you're getting an errors, and why you don't know which plane you have to use first, which tool you have to use first to create certain model, okay? So what I'm going to reveal to you in this video is a structured framework for building clean professional models. Now, why models in SolidWorks break? Now, most beginners, they don't struggle because they don't know tools. They struggle because they don't know where to start, what comes first, how features depend one on another, and how to build models that survive edits. And this blueprint will fix that, okay? This is not a tool list. This is a modeling framework. So let's get started. Now, before we dive deeper into this, first we have to cover core principle, and this is modeling hierarchy. Now, every clean model follows this order. First, we have design intent, then we have sketch structure, then we have base feature, then we have secondary feature, then we have refinements, and then we have validation. And if you violate this order, your model becomes fragile. Now, let's break this down. So first we have step one, which is define design intent before clicking anything. Now, before you even create a sketch, before you open a sketch, answer these questions. What is the main purpose of this part? What dimensions are likely to change later? What features depend on others? And what is the natural orientation of the part? And most people skip this, and that's why their model collapse when they try to modify them. So the rule here is never start modeling without knowing what must remain stable. Okay? So these things you have to define first. Then you have to choose in the step two the correct starting plane. Okay, so the plane you choose defines model orientation, drawing clarity, how your drawing views will look like, assembly alignment, and also it affects future edits. So the guideline here is use front plane for front-facing functional features. Use top plane for footprint-based parts, and use right plane when symmetry is critical. Now avoid random plane selection because this creates downstream confusion. So once you know what is your base feature, right, in the step one, what dimensions will change later, how one feature depends on another, then you choose the right plane. Once you have the right plane, we go to the step three, which is building a clean, fully defined sketch. So now we are ready to build a sketch. Now the sketch must be fully defined. That means it has to be black, not blue. You have to avoid unnecessary dimensions. You have to avoid redundant constraints, and you have to reflect design intent. Okay, so you have to add first relations and then dimensions to get a fully defined sketch. You have to avoid unnecessary dimensions and also constraints. The golden rule here is sketch for structure, not for appearance. Because bad sketch, this is unstable model. Step four, create a strong base feature. Now the base feature is the foundation, and the base feature is the one that carries the model. So to create a base feature, use extrude, revolve, sweep. Do not add fillets right now. Do not add any cosmetic details, okay? And also don't stack dependent features, right? That means don't stack feature on other features like on other faces. First, we build foundation. We're gonna refine later. Then we have step five, which is add secondary features logically. So after base features, we have cuts, holes, patterns, shells. Sequence matters. Add structural feature first and then cosmetic features, because this is gonna keep the feature tree clean and editable. And then in the step six, we have refinement and stability, because now we can add our fillets, we can add chamfers, we can add draft, we can add cosmetic details. So these should be the last. Why? Because they're the most sensitive to upstream changes. Now here are the 7 most common beginners' mistake. They choose random planes, they have undefined sketches, they're overusing fillets too early, they're ignoring design intent, they don't know what is the main purpose of this model, they have poor feature sequence, they over-constraint assemblies, and they building without thinking ahead. Avoid this one and your model will instantly approve. Okay, so here is the model checklist. Before finishing any model, ask yourself, is my sketch fully defined? Is the feature tree logical? Can I change a key dimensions without errors? Are cosmetic features added last? Would another engineer understand this model? And if the answer is yes, your modeling is correct. So if you want to see how these steps are implemented in SolidWorks, you can just check the link below and you can access my free masterclass. So see you in another video.